Every Dogecoin holder needs to know about the fantastic new update that came out today from Robinhood today. They announced something that's going to have huge implications for Doge in the near future. So, let's talk about it. Hello guys, and welcome back where we talk about Dogecoin, cryptocurrency, and investing. Before we go any further, please keep in mind that we're giving away $100 to a random subscriber. All you have to do is like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment on your favorite cryptocurrency. Read our description for more info about it. Now, let's get started with today's video. So, it says here that Robinhood's crypto revenue accounted for more than half of all transaction-based revenue in the second quarter. They also said that 62% of crypto revenue came from Dogecoin, which was somehow boosted by Elon Musk. And this is the headline here: Robinhood is too reliant on Dogecoin. I'll tell you why this has huge implications for Doge, but before that, let's talk a bit more about their revenue report. So, to be more precise, Robinhood said its revenue from crypto transactions was $233 million, which is up from $5 million in the same quarter last year. Also, crypto accounted for 52% of their transaction-based revenue, rising from 17% in the first quarter and 4% in the fourth quarter of last year. In a nutshell, Dogecoin accounted for an incredible 26% of its entire revenue this quarter. Coming back to it, it's really good news for Doge because Robinhood knows that Doge is almost too important for them. And it almost seems that Robinhood might tank if Doge tanks too. Robinhood even issued a warning recently, basically saying that we expect seasonal headwinds and lower trading activity across the industry to result in lower revenues and considerably fewer new funded accounts than in the prior quarter. And they said this when Doge was crashing last month. The thing is that Robinhood posted a $500 million loss on a $565 million revenue this quarter. In other words, it looks like Robinhood is in trouble, and the only saving grace are cryptos, and more specifically, Dogecoin. Robinhood knows that Dogecoin holders are eagerly waiting for new wallets. So, a questionnaire was recently posted on a platform called Say. One of the questions basically said that, is Robinhood getting a crypto wallet? Interestingly, it was shared more than 141.5K times and received over 1,600 votes. Now, since Robinhood knows that Doge holders really want these wallets, and since Robinhood is in trouble, we could see these wallets come out as soon as next month. Obviously, it's just speculation at this point, but all the signals point to it right now. Basically, without these wallets, holders aren't really able to take out their funds to an external medium, and this is why it's so bullish. The point is that when these wallets come out, Dogecoin is absolutely going to explode. We know that Robinhood is the biggest platform where people trade Dogecoin. And because of this news today, it's inevitable that they'll come out really soon. Now, let's talk about some more interesting news about Dogecoin and cryptos from today. Starting with predictions for Bitcoin, take a look at this. It says here that Bitcoin's weekly moving average has just crossed bullish for the first time in almost 11 months. And if we look at Bitcoin's chart for the last 12 months, it was in September when we actually saw it rising again. And as you can see here, when it rose 11 months ago, it rose exponentially. It's something to be really optimistic about because Doge is following Bitcoin's trajectory at the moment. And if it's looking like Bitcoin is going back to its all-time highs again, I think it's something to be really happy about. Now, as I've been saying, Doge is closely following Bitcoin's trajectory, and this new data proves the same. It says here that Dogecoin's correlation with Bitcoin has increased. At the time of writing, it is 0.88. This has emerged as a factor that negatively influences the price. Now, 0.88 means that 9 out of 10 times, Dogecoin will see the same trend and perhaps even volatility that Bitcoin will. Coming back to Bitcoin's price, we can see that it's back in the green again. It's up by a massive 4.2% in the last 24 hours. And if we look at Doge, it is up by a similar 6.2% in the last 24 hours. So, I think it pretty much answers why we talk about Bitcoin predictions and all the news about Bitcoin on this channel. It seems like no matter what happens, if Bitcoin goes up, Doge will go up with it too. Now, coming back to Bitcoin, It says here that new data suggests Bitcoin could see double bubble top in 2021. So, Charles Edwards, CEO of investment firm Capriol, highlighted 2021 as having one key similarity to the 2013 double top bull cycle. The metric he's talking about is called unrealized profit and loss. About this, he said that, in prior cycle tops, bounces were never able to hold unrealized profit and loss above 0.5. Only the 2013 double bubble and today have achieved this. And if we talk about the bubble index, it hit its all-time high of 119 on April 14 this year. If you remember, that was the time that Bitcoin reached its all-time high of 64.5K. And interestingly, it stands at 110 right now, which is almost the same as the top. So, I think it suggests that we're heading back to the top again. But still, the popular analyst Michael van de Poppe said that we're going to see a correction very soon. He also said that the most obvious case for the markets right now is that we're going to have that corrective move somewhere towards the region of 39K to 42K. So basically, we might just see this correction that he's talking about. But if we talk about the next 4 months, it looks like we're heading back up to the top. Now, coming back to Doge, the senior crypto analyst at Token Metrics said that I would expect Doge to grow in tandem with the rest of the rapidly growing crypto market, though it will likely have long periods of flat price action followed by violent speculative pumps like we've seen in the past. Basically, he's suggesting something similar. This long period of flat action that he's talking about is the real test for every holder. Personally, I think it would be better to hold when it occurs. Before I talk more about some other news, I'd just like to remind you that I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. So you should always do proper research before investing any amount into crypto. Coming back to it, some really incredible news came from India. It says here that the RBI has asked its banks to not refer to its previous circular on virtual currencies. So, here's what's been happening in India. The banks have been warning customers about cryptos. They've been telling them that these aren't safe bets and so on. But while saying all this, they're citing the 2018 circular. This circular, issued by the Central Bank of India, said something similar. But the catch is that it isn't valid anymore. So, now the central bank is basically telling these smaller banks that they simply can't cite the 2018 version anymore. This is because the Central Bank of India doesn't consider cryptos as unsafe bets anymore. This just means that from now on, whenever a retail investor in India asks their bank about crypto, the bank can't say negative things about it. And the huge implication behind this is that even more money is going to come into Dogecoin from India now. And I think this is as bullish as it gets. India is a country of more than 1.5 billion people. A lot of them were used to investing in gold. But now, it seems that this trend is changing. As you can see, crypto is really booming in India right now. The point is that there are a lot of really bullish signs for Doge and the crypto market right now. And perhaps this is why a lot of holders are moving towards greed. Currently, the Dogecoin price and fear index stands at 68. Now, this is despite some bearish news that came from the federal government yesterday. And this is why I'm quite optimistic about where we're headed from here. And with that, we've come to the end of this video. Thanks for watching till the end. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking and sharing it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications for daily videos on Dogecoin and cryptocurrency. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. Goodbye, take care.